Morning guys, it's Saturday the 31st of October 2020. I'm just here in the polytunnel, just having a look to see if things are still okay. Things do appear to still be intact, the fleece is still there and the plastic's still on. But as you can probably hear in the background, the gale force winds that we've got here today are ridiculous. I actually didn't expect the polytunnel to still be here, to be honest with you, with the gales we've had through the night. And as you can see, there's a lot of movement in this polytunnel. I'm just going to have to keep my fingers crossed and hope for the best, guys. But with the constant throwing back and forward, it appears that I'm getting a couple of holes in the plastic now. And where the birds have been pecking in as well, up here, and I put plastic on the top. The rain is actually finding its way underneath that, although it's holding it together. And so as a consequence, I'm getting drips in the bed and along the edges of here, although that could be coming from the underneath there. But certainly down the centre here where they pecked along, and you can see several patches that I had to put on with tape. We just have to hope it holds out. The plastic bag, as you can see, we've built a little bit of condensation in there. And the apple tree, the orange tree and the lemon tree, I'm just trying to see through that plastic there. There's something on that leaf, I'll have to investigate. There's a little bit of condensation in there. They appear to not have suffered in any way, shape or form, and I don't know if you can see the thermometer, but it's still reading 14.3 up here. Now I reread, I went back to the website that I bought these from, and it was YouGarden. Very, very good website, well laid out, good shopping experience. And one thing I'd done was I went back to the website to find some care. They give you a care sheet basically, but they don't include it with the plants when they ship them out, and that would be a nice finishing touch if they did. So what I did was I copied the care sheet from the website and I pasted it into a web document, and then I double-sided the document so I can bring it up here. And it does transpire that these are hardy down to -5, this particular two citrus trees. They're a crossbreed, so apparently they are hardy down to -5, so that helps somewhat. However, we don't want them to ever get to that level if we can help it. But that's nice to know. I thought there was kept above 5 degrees. Peppers are still hanging in there. I'm now letting them dry back a bit. They are a little bit droopy, but I think that's maybe overwatering now, because peppers do like to be kept dry. And as you can see, there hasn't had water for I don't know how long, and is healthy as heck. So I'm letting them dry down a little bit now. We've split the plastic around the root balls of these trees to let some air at them. And yeah, so we've just arrived at the allotment. We've fed and watered all the birds. And as you can hear, this is ridiculous. I don't know what I'm going to get done today, guys, but I'm going to try and at least get that door on that greenhouse over there. And try and get that sealed off before these gales get any worse. Otherwise, a gust of wind will get inside that and just lift the entire thing right off its foundations. So, stay with me, guys. We'll give you a quick look around later. Catch you later. Bye. Right, morning guys. As I say, it's Saturday the 31st of October 2020. I don't know what we're going to get done today, if anything at all, but we're going to make an attempt, even in spite of the weather. You can probably hear in the background, which is horrendous. Gale force winds, torrential rain, but I'm thinking I need to try and get that door on that greenhouse over there. So we came up and we've fed and watered the birds as usual, and I'm absolutely delighted. I took a look in the nest with, I think I'd mentioned on another video, the one youngster that was on the top with the full stencil, the white bar cock, who paid back to his daughter. It got all the way almost ready to leave in the nest,
and it died on the nest. And if I didn't tell you, then you've been made aware of it now. So we ended up, that was the nest where we got a little youngster that's 3 days later than the nest mate, and we put that under the fantails and it died. Well, the other one survived almost. I mean, the tail was about that big on it, so that's how well feathered it was. And as I said, we went in, stone cold dead on the nest, no marks on it, it's still been getting fed, plenty of food in its crop, and they don't need kept warm by the parents at that time, by the time they reach that age. So it wasn't cold. I really don't know what it was, but it died anyways. But the good news is the white check cock that I bought in paired to the white bars other daughter, the other F1. I'd said they just look like two blacks, and we might have to wait until they get through the molt for to see if we get any white to show in them. Well, in 1 week, from checking last week to looking this week, at least one of those youngsters is now showing white bars, which I am absolutely delighted with, because the chances are that, you know, even though it's with an F1, you still get more of the standard black colour than you will of any with white. So that is like a 1 in 6 chance of getting one with a bit of white in. And so basically it is a frill stencil. And the nest mate, obviously, which still appears to be all black, is an F2. So we'll have the double doors of the frill stencil gene, and so consequently pairing those back together, or pairing those back to a white, the other cock, because there's new blood in from the white check cock into those, you can then put those back to the white bar cock, and potentially get more and more and more. So, but the good news is I have at least one frill stencil on the nest, and I'm absolutely delighted. They're down on eggs again in another nest pan in another nest, and I was going to stop them, but I'm going to let them have another one nest. Purely and simply because I'm excited, but of course they will get a rest like all the other birds. I will let them have this next nest, then we'll let them have a rest and finish the molt, and we'll separate the females from the males, and the females will go in the shed with their youngsters, and then what we'll do is we'll let them have a good 2 or 3 months rest, and then we'll repair them again to get some more frill stencils. So I'm really pleased with that, guys. So I've got the kettle on now. I haven't pulled the generator out, I'm simply just using a little gas stove. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee. And then I'm going to see if I can actually get this door made. I'm going to have to keep bouncing in and out of the garage. I don't know if you can hear this, guys, but, and that's what's making me more determined that I need to get the door on that greenhouse. I've looked over there, it is still standing solid, thankfully. But because the door's exposed, and if the wind does get in, and it gets any worse than this, if the wind changes, swings around from the other direction and comes in through the door, it potentially could just blow those windows and roof right out. So I need to try and get that door in today, guys. Right, I've babbled on long enough. Stay with me, and we'll give you a look around later. If you're new to this channel, please do hit the subscribe button, then give us a little thumbs up and hit the bell icon, which will remind you every time I upload a new video. That will be much appreciated. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to my channel, and it will be appreciated. Any comments, please leave them in the section below. I'll see you later, guys. Right, guys, I'm over in the greenhouse now. I'm not sure if you can hear this rain, but it's absolutely horrendous. That was the bit that we got done last weekend, and we got that side sealed off, thankfully, because that's the direction that the wind's coming at the moment. It's coming this way. But I'm pleased to say this is really strong and rugged, and it seems to be holding out really well. So what I've done is I've come over, and I've now got, because the entire garden runs on a slope, I've had to get this square now and get this level ready for the door, so that the door doesn't look all skew with as well on the bottom and the top. I could have made it like that, but it wouldn't have been as strong. So we've got our level on there now, and put a tannalised board on the back side to give us our straight edge, and we've got the top runner in here as well, and that gives us a nice square door frame there now. So I've just stepped inside the greenhouse. He's waiting to see if this rain is going to ease slightly, and then I'm going to pop out and start making the frame of the door, guys. I'll catch you later. Right, guys, that's it. We've got the door made, and got it all sheeted as well now.
little turn catch on the little wooden turn catch on there so I can keep it closed from the inside. The only piece I've got now is got a little piece of perspex to cut for this diagonal here now, guys, and then I'm happy that this is sealed and really strong. I don't want to tempt fate, but I'm going to be pretty certain that even the gills that we get up here, and we're right up on top of a cliff, as you know, we get some pretty bad gales up here. But I'm going to put faith in myself that this is built ruggedly enough. It should withstand most gales, guys, but yeah, I might have to eat these words going forward. But yeah, we've got the door made. We put extra battenings in here just to give it a bit more strength because it's a door that's always constantly opening. But yeah, really pleased how it went. Door just falls open freely. And then what I've had to do, because I haven't got any bars at the moment, guys, is I've just made a little wooden turn catch there. And that'll simply flick over there like that. And I've got another one to go on here, just to push this down firm as well. I've got another one already cut and done for here, which I'm going to put back on now. And as I say, I've just got this little piece to cut down here now, which is going to be a little bit tricky, but we'll get on with that, guys, and then we'll give you a final look. See you later, guys. Bye. Right, guys, we've got quite a bit done now. I'm going to just show you what I've done. I had a bit of a change of heart inside here, but still on the same principle as we discussed in an earlier video. So basically what I've done in here now, I decided the trees aren't actually going to grow. Obviously they're 4 feet tall now, but year on year they will gain in height, and I thought if I make it a fixed size structure, I'll have a problem down the line. So what can I do? So this is what I've decided to do, guys. So even though it looks like you can still see the tin sheet, we've now got a double wall, and I've gone up here completely with bubble wrap. Obviously that you can see the difference now, okay? And we've come to this place here, but we're not coming out that far, but I thought it'd give us a frame to staple the bubble wrap on. So we've taken the bubble wrap from the ceiling down, and we've left ourselves a length under here as well to tuck under, and likewise on the back, and we've gone all the way up the back, right up to the top runner, and all the way down. So we've gone in a layer, then one over the top of that one, and then one over the top of this one here. Likewise, we've done the same with this, and we've got a double skin on now. So in this area here, I've actually been absolutely sweating, believe it or not. Excuse me. Right, so this is what I decided I would do instead. So what I'm going to do next is I'm probably going to put some cardboard down on top of this wood chip. Oh, sorry, bubble wrap down on top of this wood chip. And then I'm going to throw some more wood chip on the top of that, which will act as a double insulator coming up from the ground. And what we've decided we'd do, we also bubble wrapped the roof and double skinned it, as you can see. This is the normal translucent, and we decided we would use this as our main frame to hang our roll down door. Or I might even build a frame from here, although doing that is just going to, if it's a roll up door, I can change it all round if I really want to at a later date, guys. But there's a couple of options here now. I can either build some more framing across the floor and come out till just this beam here. So if you look at it from this angle, I've given myself that extra where I said I was only going to come out a couple of feet. If I come out this 3 feet here, still gives me 3 feet here. And what I can do is I can come down with posts. Yeah, bit of framing across the ground. And I can put a frame down there and a frame down here, and likewise we can put a frame in line with this down here as well. Now that's obviously going to be all extra cost when putting framing in there, but we could potentially do that. And then what we could do is staple more bubble wrap to our frame on the front, and then in the centre have another door. a bubble wrap door. This could all be done with just light framing, like the slating lats outside that we've got out there. I could just use these slating lats and make a makeshift frame, because we've got the 3x2s. We can just literally screw to that. Yeah, I mean, we could literally make the framing out of lats, and then we can just staple some more bubble wrap. So in what we would have there then is we'd have a double skinned greenhouse, if you will, or half of it would be double skinned. And when it got really, really, really cold, we could have them in this back side here where we've got the insulation, and with a bit of luck that will protect the citrus trees, guys. I'm maybe going overboard here, and I probably am actually, but they're not cheap commodities, especially the big lemon tree and orange tree, and I don't really want to kill them. The money, I suppose, is pretty insignificant. However, we don't really want to just kill them, and so the better environment they can be in, the better it'll be. And I just think that this will be a bit of a benefit. Now you could say, well, why not just double skin the whole polytunnel? And that is another possibility. We could do that as well. That might actually be the easier option, because at least then we've got framing. Yeah, that is also another possibility. I might even just do that. Rather than build another frame and make hard work for myself, I might just continue on round with the bubble wrap and do the same on the roof here. And at least have a double skin greenhouse. And it should be much, much warmer in here than... and again, bubble wrap on the ground as an insulator, wood chip through on top of that, and then we can put our water troughs, plastic water things on top of that, and then we can sit the fruit trees in there, and maybe even that'll do it, guys. Yep, it's not pretty by putting the bubble wrap on, but that's not the point. It's meant to be practical, strong, rugged, practical, and warm, or certainly keeping the chill off. I even had, if I actually go around the path, which I might now, thinking about it, I've just convinced myself I probably will just double skin all this with the bubble wrap. Like I said at a later date, we can all pull the bubble wrap off. It's only on staples, and it's all off again. Yeah, I might just do that actually. I might just bubble wrap the rest of it for speed. But we'll do that tomorrow. I've had enough today now, guys, so I'll give you a quick catch up over in the shed, and that'll be it for today. See you later, guys. Bye. Right, guys, I'm over in the shed for the final roundup. I'm probably going to do the Chomp Mix video right after this as well, while I'm in the mood. Right, so yeah, productive day. The wind has subsided slightly, which was a bit of a bonus, and the rain did eventually stop. And I managed to get the door on the polytunnel, on the greenhouse, sorry. I keep on saying polytunnel. I managed to get the door on, and that is quite a rugged structure over there now. I'll certainly feel a lot better when the plants are in there, because I believe they'll be a bit more protected than they are in the polytunnel. The gales we get up here, you know, and the way that polytunnel throws around when we get these gales, you know, at least I've got a backup now if the worst does happen. So yeah, a little bit time consuming putting the bubble wrap on, but in effect it's a cheap, effective way of giving yourself a double skin on your greenhouse. It's cheaper than buying PVC or polythene or whatever, so yeah. It was a cheap, effective, it's cheap and it's effective, guys. Not pretty maybe, but damn, I'm not bothered about that. I just wanted to be practical. And I'm sure that the citrus plants should fare over there okay if I finish double skinning that and do what I said I was going to do. Put some more wood chip, bubble wrap down, wood chip on top, and then the trays for the citrus trees in or whatever, so if they do need a drink they can get one. And this should be okay in there. Obviously we'll have to monitor it with a thermometer. And if we get threats with the forecast of really, really, really cold temperatures below the -5, then we might have to get a little kerosene heater and put it in there just to keep the chill off as well. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, guys.
I probably will order one anyway. In fact, I did order one. I know I've got one lying around somewhere. It's probably in the garage. Just need to dig it out. From years ago when I had the polytunnel up over in the growing area where we are now. Right, okay guys. Oh dear, sorry. Tired. I took that tablet last night, but they make you really tired. By the way, the back's a bit better today. But I had to take a bad back tablet yesterday, and it's making me tired, but I need to go and get some food now. Right guys, I'm babbling on, struggling for words. So yes, I'm pleased we've got a frill stencil, at least one. And the other one might even show some markings yet, and it could even turn out to be a white check rather than a white bar, but you can clearly see the white bars are starting to form on the shield. So I'm really delighted. We got a frill stencil out in the first go. That's quite an achievement for me. And I'm delighted. It might be the only one I get out of them, but at least it's a start, and it's another frill stencil. I've got some fantails going tomorrow as well. I've got a guy coming to collect some fantails, getting rid of some of those, keeping a couple of pairs just for feeding the satinets and the blondinets youngsters, but the rest, they're gone. So I've got a guy coming to collect those tomorrow as well. All social distancing, of course. They'll be put in the basket, stuck on the landing. They can come along, pop them into his basket, and that's it, and get himself away. So that's another little thing planned for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll maybe finish double skinning that greenhouse, see how I feel. And that's about it, I think. On a positive note, I'm feeling a lot better in myself, health-wise. And you'll see the reasons why when you watch the Champix videos, guys. For now, stay safe, be practical, and keep yourselves out of harm's way. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, then hit the little bell icon on the right. That will alert you every time I put up a new video. For now guys, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.